Hello and welcome, crafty family. This is Anna. During our swap for Valentine's Day, Michelle Freeman sent in this really cute memory decks card. Super adorable. I love it, and she put a little envelope in there with all her information. And then Stephanie, one of our viewers, wanted to know if there was a tutorial out there, and there probably is, but I thought I'd make another one. So I am going to recreate Michelle's little memory decks card. So I don't know what her measurements are exactly. I cut everything close to her measurements, I think. So the very first thing we are going to need to make this cute little memory decks card is I cut out 2 strips of, this is 110-pound cardstock. So I cut 2 strips at 4 by 1/4 inch. And then I'm going to take my Heidi Swap punch, and I'm going to punch each one separately. The best that I can, center it, and then punch this. And then I'm going to do the same for the next one. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. Now I'm going to go ahead and round the corners. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch rounder to round the bottom. Okay, and that is our bottom piece. Okay, so we're finished with this piece. I am, however, going to go ahead and just ink around the edges a little bit, not a whole lot, I'm just going to add a little color. Okay, so I'm finished with that. Now the next thing I did was I went ahead and took, for the body of the bag, I cut a strip of 8.5 by 2 3/4 inch paper, designer paper, and I did go ahead and ink the top. So the next thing I want to do is add double-sided adhesive to the bottom, and that's what's going to go attached to the base. So this is 1/4 inch tape, and this is the inside of the bag, and I'm just going to put a strip along the bottom. Put it right there, right at the edge. Okay, and then along with that, I'm going to go ahead, when I wrap this, it's going to be this way. So I'm going to put a strip, on the outside of the tape, of the base, and then on the inside on this end. So it'll go this way. So let me put a strip of adhesive or double-sided tape on the outside of the bag. And this will go all the way to the bottom as well. And then I'm going to flip it over and put a piece of adhesive on the inside. And that one, of course, only has to go up to where the tape meets. Okay, so that is all the taping we need to do. Now we are going to take our base. Our base is going to go, centered. So I'm going to put that about right there. I think she went a little closer to her punch. So I'm just going to go about right there. Let's say, let me see. Let's say a 1/2 inch. Okay. Again, you know me in measurements. Don't like to measure. So I'm going to remove all the tape from the bottom and all the tape from the inside. I'm going to flip it over, guys, because I can see a little bit better that way. I'm going to take this and I am going to place it about the center, and I'm going to try to, put it down straight. I'm gonna try. Oh, this one. Okay, so I haven't pressed down. Let me see if I've got that 3/8 of an inch, it looks like. And on this side, pretty even. I'm gonna move it just a little bit down to about right there. So that is glued down right here. Just pushing down really well so that it will have a good adhesion. Okay, now the next thing I need to do is I need to bring this one over, but I'm not going to crease anything down, just this bottom half. Okay, so I want it straight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it is straight on the top, and that gives me a straight bottom. Okay, there we go. I don't want to crease this little corner right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing of the tape, and I'm going to do the same thing with this end. I'm going to bring it over, measure it with the top, make sure it's even, and then push it down, and then push the center down so that both ends will glue down. And I see that I didn't get it perfectly straight. I have just a tiny bit right here on the top, but we're gonna leave that as it is because I don't want to start to cut things up and then, you know, have it uneven. So this is the body of the bag. What I did want to do is I wanted to add a little bead to this corner. So I'm going to take my crocodile, and I meant to do that before I actually put this down. Let me see if I can get it in there without damaging it. Okay, so there is a little hole for a bead. Let me put my little eyelet in there. So if you're gonna put a bead in there, do it before you put your base in. Okay, not impossible, but it's easier if you, because I creased my paper a little bit. It's easier if you do it before you put your little base down. Now, I am going to go ahead and add the handles. The little handles I cut at 6 inches long by 1/2 inch wide. I have already gone ahead and, you know, inked the edges. Now these little handles are gonna go right here, okay? Right next to the little eyelet. So I'm going to put glue, probably 1/2 inch, I think. Same thing on this side. Now I'm gonna put the first handle down, probably about 1 inch, right next to the eyelet. I'm thinking about 1 inch. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that down. Okay, so I think that's down pretty good. And then I'm going to take this end and I'm going to bring it in as well at about the same distance. Oh, I'm thinking about right there is good. Okay, I think that's good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the one on the back. Again, I'm gonna put glue on both ends, about 1/2 inch. There we go, guys. Isn't that adorable? Okay, I have already made an envelope, and I just used the envelope punch board for this. I used the gift card size, which is 2 by 3.5. My envelope is ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put something along the bottom. It's time to embellish this baby. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, and I'm gonna use hot glue for that. So my glue gun has been going, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a small bead of glue going right across the bottom here. I'm gonna lay my ribbon down. Isn't that pretty? I got that from you guys. Thank you, whoever included that with their package. I tried to, you know, when I put everything away, I tried to label things, but then it became too many packages, so I just had to combine everything. And just thank you guys. I couldn't do it individually. So I'm going to cut this down just a little bit, and I am going to seal that edge just because I don't like for it to fray. And I am going to put glue along the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this one a little bit as well. And I'm going to put glue along the bottom on this end. All right, that is the bottom of our little purse. I'm going to go ahead and put the little bead there. So I put a little bead in there. And then for the little hardware that goes on the purse, you guys sent some cute little this may have come from Julia, but I'm not exactly sure. So thank you, whoever sent these gems. Now I don't know what I think I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the red ones. I think I'm going to use this size right here. So I need one for each handle, or two for each handle. Okay, so our little jewels are in. Isn't that looking cute? Oh my goodness, I'm loving that. Okay, and then Julia sent some flowers. Thank you. Let me see what I'm going to use here. I am going to use a red one maybe. I think I'm going to use the red one. Could use a couple, but yeah, I think I'm going to use the red one right there. And then here's my little envelope. I think I'm going to put a flower on the envelope. And there you go. Fits nicely in there. And it is ready to be given. There we go, guys. Stephanie, I hope you enjoyed this really quick tutorial on how to make that little bag. They are very easy to make. Of course, you can make them in different sizes. Michelle, thank you so much for the inspiration. We appreciate it so much. Guys, thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to everyone later. You guys have a wonderful day.